African girl got the spice, she got it. Caribbeans, Jamaicans, I got a message. She can be my brown skin queen. Oh, brown skin girl, skin just like pie.
Hey guys, it has been, y'all can barely see me, okay. It has been a long time since I have picked up this camera and actually filmed to talk to you guys. So, I mean, maybe some of you haven't noticed, maybe some of you don't care, maybe some of you are wondering, where have I been and what has been going on with my life? So, it took me, well, I did take a month off. I took the entire month of March off completely. I did absolutely no content, no pictures, no videos, no reels, no TikToks, none of that on any of my social media. And I was like, I definitely need this break and this time to kind of recollect and redirect and get my life together. So let's talk about what has been going on. Okay, so for those of you who do not know, wow, this is about to be really sad, y'all, but I lost Princess on March 2nd of 2023. And the crazy part is she just had a birthday my birthday's in March. She just had a birthday January 15th, and she had turned 16 years old. I have had Princess since I was 8. I am now 24, so you do the math. She has literally been a part of my life ever since I was a little tiny baby. So, it doesn't really get easier. You just kind of learn how to deal with it. I feel like my everyday life is still like weird. Like she slept with me, so like when I go to bed, I'm just like, oh my god, like where is she? Let me make sure I don't kick her. Or like I still wake up in the middle of the night like looking for her to make sure she's okay. Or like things like driving home, normally like, oh, I can't wait to see Princess, but now it's just like gotta go home. Like it's just like such a change in my everyday life. Or I would normally have to make sure at 8 o'clock a.m. and 8 o'clock p.m. that she has the medicines that she needs. And so like 8 o'clock and 8 o'clock rolls around, I'm just like what am I supposed to be doing? Like I just like my body naturally is like always ready to go at 8 and 8 because that's the time for the longest that she needed medicine. Okay, so I know a lot of you are probably like, well, what happened? What happened to the baby? What happened to my Princess? Okay, so we're gonna backtrack all the way. Like I got my phone, I got some receipts here. We're gonna backtrack all the way to 2020 because I feel like that's kind of where, not necessarily everything went wrong, but it was just kind of the start of, I mean, it's like her health problems. Like she is old, y'all. Like she, what is that? Like what is 16 times, what is it, 7 for dog years? She was 112 in people years. Like she was really kicking it. She was really pushing. So, and then I swear, like once we got this under control, you would have never known that she was that old. You would never know she had any problems. Like she was very much like seemed very healthy. Like could still run and play, eat, walk, talk. Like she was doing all kinds of stuff. So that's why it's like so hard to believe her age. But anyways, we're going to backtrack to about April of 2022. I started to notice that like her back was like always like hunched in like a very uncomfortable position. Like she would wake up very stiff, and I'm just like, like she is like an old lady, so like maybe that's why. But then when I took her to the vet, she got checked out for it, and turns out she has arthritis. Okay, that's not the end of the world. Like that's okay, that's doable. So they ended up putting her on some arthritis medicine. This one in particular, I remember was like a liquid. We had to give it to her in a syringe. Y'all, I don't know what was up with this arthritis medicine, but she started taking this medicine. Okay, pull up some more receipts. Oh, wait, I actually don't know what she started taking. She started taking the liquid medicine, but I'm not sure when exactly, but I do know. So from this liquid arthritis medicine, like yes, it did work, like her back and stuff, like she was fine, she was walking, she was running again, she was good. We're no longer stiff as a board. But then she starts having seizures. So could you only imagine like your child on the ground seizing? And her first seizure actually wasn't even around me. I think it was around my mom, and she was like calling me from downstairs, and she was like, Princess is having a seizure, Princess is having a seizure, get down here. And I was like in the shower, and I'm just like what do you mean? Like, what does that mean? Like, is she okay? Like, at the time I had like no knowledge of seizures. I was like, she's gonna die, like this is not okay. I was not ready. So I think her first seizure actually was, I do know this because I have a whole note, y'all. She's had a, when I tell you an ungodly amount, it was an ungodly amount. So she had her first seizure from she had her first seizure November 7th of 2021. So keep in mind, like, the arthritis medicine was kicking, it was good. We started taking it maybe like April, May of 2020. Didn't start having seizures from the medicine till November of 2021. Okay, y'all try to keep up, it's a long timeline. So like she was like okay for a little bit, and then we started having seizures. So then when we took her to the vet, they were saying that the arthritis medicine was causing her, let's see, because it was a lot of issues, y'all, was causing her pancreas to fail. And I'm not really sure what your pancreas does, but like I don't need anything to be failing, period. So I was like, absolutely not, take her off of it. So they ended up changing the arthritis medicine to something else, and I don't think we really had any issues with that one. But y'all, she kept having seizures still. So like her pancreas and stuff was still failing. And I mean, it's like, yes, you're getting old, and like your, you know, your organs and things do start to shut down, but it doesn't help that, like, you know, when you're on a bunch of medicines, the medicines affect your organs. So in the span of November of 2021 all the way to February of 2022, she had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. She had 10 seizures. And they had gotten really bad. Like once we had took her back into the vet is when they started coming back to back to back. It was a day that they were coming like every other hour. And I was like, this is like literally, she's not okay. She's not okay, y'all. So it was a lot. And she's little, like her little body could not handle. So fast forward to February of 2022, we put her on seizure medicine, okay? So that was going like pretty good. She still had like some breakthroughs. She had like maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, I don't even want to count that. I don't know, but she didn't have as many, like, I don't know, like it wasn't, like she had a few breakthroughs, yes, and then once it started getting in her system, she might have had 2 more since then. And so like all is good. Like I'd rather have, you know, 1 every 3 to 4 months than 1 every other hour, honestly. Like I feel like the seizures are just gonna come with age. Like she's, like I'm saying, y'all, she's 112. Like something's gonna be wrong. Okay, sorry. Okay, get it together. So, okay, so now we're present tense. We're in 2023. We hadn't had a seizure in like a year. We're doing really good. Okay, so this is where it gets like crazy. These are, we're walking into her final days. So it is February, I want to say like 25th. I remember this day because I literally just called the vet randomly because I was like, she's not eating the food, and she had to be on prescription food, y'all, for the pancreatitis. And I think like once we got that under control, so she had arthritis medicine, she had seizure medicine, she had prescription dog food. Expensive, yes. And all that was like working for like a year, I promise. It was good, we were good. So I just randomly called the vet because I'm like, well, she hasn't like been eating, like she, and I know sometimes like Princess can get real picky about her food. You know, like if you don't add stuff to it, she'd be like, I'm not eating that. So the vet was like, oh no, like she panicked. She was like, oh no, like you have a dog that has, you know, all these issues. And then like she was telling me like what the food was supposed to do, and the fact that she wasn't eating was not a good sign. So I'm over here thinking like Princess just being picky, and she's over here like, no, you need to bring her in ASAP. Keep in mind, y'all, on this day, it was like a Saturday. I had work in like 2 hours, maybe not even. I think I had like an hour. So I'm rushing her to the vet, and then they're like, we're gonna run some tests, we're gonna do this, this, and this. and we'll just call you, text you, whatever, when we get the results. And I'm like, okay, my baby. So I'm thinking I'm about to be late to work. I made it to work, y'all. Wasn't even at work an hour before the vet texted me. Let me see if I can find the text. Y'all, why would they text me something like this? Hold on. Hold on, because I can find the text. The text was like, I was like, thank you for enlightening me, but we could have did this a little bit different. So they texted me Saturday, February 25th, and they were like, Princess's kidney valves are the highest they have ever been, and she needs aggressive hospital with IV fluids. She may not turn around. I recommend the ER through the weekend, so she has 24-hour care. We close at 3 p.m. today. I was like, y'all, keep in mind, like, I'm literally at work. Like, I had been at work maybe 30 minutes. I immediately got myself and left. I was like, yeah, I have to go. Like, I'm like on the verge of tears. I'm like, she's not okay, she's not okay. I'm crying, driving all the way back to the vet to pick her up. They were telling me what hospital to take her to. I took her there. I had to wait like a really long time. Like, she was fine, like, just, you know, chilling in my arms. Like I said, y'all, from the outside, it didn't seem like anything was wrong. Like, at this point, she was just kind of like mopey, you know, like, just like no energy. You know, she hadn't eaten in a day or two. They said she lost some weight. She lost like 2 pounds, y'all. She was already only like 6-7 pounds. So she was little. She was very light. So I get to the hospital. My mom had ended up meeting me there, and we had to leave her there. I think it was like 2 days. It was like the weekend. We left her there for like 48 hours, I think. And it was Saturday. We left her there till Monday. Yeah. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So we had to leave her, and they were pretty good about like calling me and like giving me updates. They said I could call at certain times to check up on her, da 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 da. But basically, like, she wasn't doing any worse, which was, I guess, the good news, but she wasn't getting any better. So at this point, it's the kidneys. The kidneys are the root of the issues at this moment. Her kidneys were failing, guys. Like, she basically didn't have a kidney. Dialysis is not a thing for dogs. I can't give her one of my kidneys. Like, I can't, like, there's just nothing we can do at this point. Which was the upsetting part, because I paid like $2,000 to have her in the hospital. Like, I appreciate them trying their best, but I was really hoping for a little turnaround after spending $2,000. So, okay, so we go and pick her up Monday. We have to take her back to her normal vet to see, like, what are we supposed to do now. And they put her on all, like, even more medicines, y'all. Like, I was like, this poor child. And then, but when she got home Monday, she actually, like, seemed a little better. Like, she ate. They had given us different dog food. She ate the food fine. She was like walking around, like, she was a little bit stiff, you know. She'd been in the hospital, sick, ill. I made it, like, one of the first thing I did when I brought her home was gave her a bath, because she was like, no. I gave her a bath, you know, freshened her up a little bit. She was cute. I did her hair. She was real cute. We were feeling better. And I was like, okay, this is what we need. This is what we need. She's eating, she's walking, she's, like, you know, looking a little more normal. And I was like, okay, whew, I got my princess back. So that was Monday, guys. So then, okay, let's pull up some more receipts. So this is the 27th of February now. We took her to the vet the 25th. We brought her back the 27th. She has a seizure. She has a seizure February 27th, okay? And I'm just like, oh my gosh. Like, we literally dropped off the seizure medicine that she normally takes so that it would stay in her system so that we don't have to try to do all this again. I don't know what went wrong. I don't know if they just didn't give it to her. I don't know if they gave, like, a different kind, something through the IV. I don't know. But more of the story, that she came back, and like 2 hours after her being there, she had a seizure. But not only did she have one, she had two that day. So then we roll around to February 28th, and she has a whole bunch. She has, oh my God, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 seizures in one day. And y'all, these were like hours apart. And then so we call the vet, and they're just like, I mean, honestly, there's nothing they could do at this point. It's either like, we're just trying to get the medicine back in her system, because I feel like that's what we thought was wrong. Like, she's just been off her meds for a couple days, and you just can't do that. You can't get her off that schedule. So I feel like, okay, yeah, February 28th. It only gets worse from here, y'all. So she has 9 seizures that day. So we ended up calling the vet. I swear we called them like every single day. I know they were probably sick of us, but it's March 1st and I'm having like an absolute breakdown because I can just tell by how she is like laying there. Like she couldn't move. Like she can't physically, like she can't sit up. She hasn't eaten, she hasn't drinking. We can't even like get the medicines that the vet is telling us to give her. We couldn't even like get them down her throat. Like she can literally just like, all she could do was like lay on her side. We had her on like a pillow, her bed and stuff. And we were just like, just rubbing her. And every now and then a seizure would happen and we'd just calm her down from the seizure. But it had gotten to the point where I can tell that she was not gonna make it. And I was like, at that point when I realized it March 1st, I was like, she's not okay. She's not, like, this is, like, I can tell that these are the final moments, y'all. I was like, what am I supposed to do? Like, I broke down completely, like panic attack, like hyperventilating, like on the ground. Like when I tell y'all, like I could tell that my life was about to be over. Like I'm watching her just like suffer, and I did not, like, I don't want that for her. Like it had gotten so bad to when she's like laying on her side, can't move, but she's like screaming in pain. Like she'll be like, I can't even, like, oh my gosh, I can't mimic it, y'all, but she's like wailing in pain. Like you could tell that she's not okay. Yeah, so that was March 1st, and we had decided, we took her up to the vet, and they were like, honestly, y'all, like there's nothing else we can do. Like we're so sorry, blah blah blah. And I'm just like, oh my god, like I can't. She's at the end of the road at this point, and it was the most depressing thing I had to like grasp. Like it still doesn't feel real to this day. So we had decided, we took her March 1st. We basically like set up an appointment to bring her back March 2nd, which would have been a Wednesday? Had to been a Wednesday, right? No. I remember I had to like call into work. March 1st was a Wednesday. I called into work. I was like, I'm not gonna make it, because we thought we were gonna have to put her down March 1st. I was like, no, y'all, I just need one more night with her. And then she like laid, like I'm right here, and she laid on this pillow right beside me. She couldn't move, she couldn't do nothing. Like she's just sitting there breathing, and I'm just like, it's okay, pretty girl, it's okay. So I'm just like enjoying my last night with her, and I'm sleeping, and then I was still giving her her medicines just so she wouldn't like seize through the night. But y'all, the last day that she was here, March 1st, the last full day, she had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 seizures. What? At that point, I'm like, does she even know who she is? Like, does she have any brain activity? Like, I know seizures like mess with your brain a little bit, right? Because like she's had ones before, and it'll take her like a day or a couple hours to like get it back together, like kind of know where she is and know who she is. So I can only imagine having 14. So it is the night of March 1st. She's scheduled to be put to sleep. Oh my god, that sounds so weird to say. Okay. She's scheduled to be put to sleep March 2nd, like after my mom gets off work. So I thought I had like the whole day with her, just to like, you know, chill, lay there, pet her cute little head. But no, she literally passed away. Like I remember giving her her meds at like 2 a.m. and she was still alive. She was still alive then. And then I remember waking up, and then, you know, I know she's beside me, so I'm waking up, I'm like, princess, and I'm looking at her, and I would normally like wake up like every hour anyway, so like look over and make sure like her stomach's still moving, make sure she's still breathing. But y'all, this time I turned over on my chest. I turned over, I looked, and I like was staring at her. I was like, she's not breathing. This girl was not breathing. I was like, oh my god. I mean, like, I guess it's like good that she got to pass away like with me, where she was comfortable. Like she could not make it to the put down appointment. She was like, okay, I'm done. And I do remember like in the middle of the night hearing her like struggling to breathe, but I was like, okay, like on top of all the other issues, this is like the least of our issues. So I was like, okay, we're just gonna make it till the next day. And she died right beside, like, y'all, like I lay like right here and she was like on the pillow beside me. She literally died right beside me. And I broke down. I remember calling my mom and I was like crying. And she tried to have my dad come upstairs and take her. And I remember like she was like on the pillow. I don't think I had moved her yet. But I was like, no, don't take her. I'm like rocking back and forth. I was like, no, don't take her, don't take her. Like I didn't want them to take my baby. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're not gonna cry. Okay. Okay, so I like, then my dad just came in there, he stared at me like, and then he just like walked away. I didn't know what to do. And then I ended up like, I think I had called Jamin or something. Jamin was like, I need to wrap her up in like a blanket. I don't mind giving away, or like don't mind getting back. And then I was like, Jamin, she's gone. I was like, oh my gosh. And then oh my gosh, y'all. So I wrapped her up in the blanket that I didn't mind getting back. And I'm just like holding her. I'm like, oh my god. Like I'm literally holding her dead. Like I've never seen a dead dog before, y'all. So I'm just like they're stiff. Like I thought her body would be like limp, but it was like stiff. In case you've never had a dead dog. But I wrapped her up. I'm holding her. I'm just like, oh my god, like princess. One thing about me is I'm gonna pet her head. So yeah, and then my mom literally left work, came there, and it was just like just an emotional time. We took her to the vet. We did decide to have her cremated because I didn't really want to like bury her out here. Like I'm not really finna be here, so I didn't really want her to have to like stay in this backyard. So I had her cremated so I can bring her everywhere I go. She'd be with me forever. I got the little, I mean I haven't put it on yet. This is still my Jamin necklace, but I got the little necklace to put like the ashes in. It's like a little heart. I'm definitely gonna be wearing that every day instead of this necklace. And her little thing is like a heart. It's pink. It says princess. Her favorite color is pink, if you're wondering. But yeah, so wow, this video is a little bit longer than I wanted it to be. Okay, so yeah, that is the full story. I went home. It was like a Thursday, y'all. And I think I made myself get up and go to work the next day because I was like, I can't sit in this house where like she usually sits with me. Like normally if I'm home, you know, like no one else is home, I'm working from home or something, she's normally the one that's with me. So I was like, I definitely don't want to be here. So I got up, I went to work the next day. Okay, sorry. It was like better than I thought it was gonna be because like no one really asked me. I was scared like people were gonna be like, are you okay? You know, when you're like not okay and people ask if you're okay, then you're very much not okay and you start crying. And I didn't want to cry at work because I'm embarrassing. So I had to get it together. No one really asked me. I think maybe one person was like, I'm like so there was a lot of people, like a lot of parents that were like, I heard about, I'm sorry for your, like, I was like, thank you. Like, I don't want to talk about it, y'all. I don't think I still haven't talked about it. This is my first time like telling the story to anybody. So y'all are the first to know. Because I haven't been able to talk about it. I haven't been okay. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I still am okay. It's like, it's still hard. It's still like surreal. Like it doesn't feel real. Like in my head, she was never supposed to die. Like it literally felt like she was never gonna die. So yeah, so that is where Jerica has been. Jerica has been taking this time to kind of heal, kind of redirect life. Like I am no longer a dog mom. Like it's weird trying to like, well, getting to do things and not having to be like what am I gonna do with my child? Who's gonna watch my child? Who's gonna give her medicine? Like it's just like, it's different. So yeah, that's where I've been. That's really the break of that. I feel like that just kind of spiraled into other issues that's been going on that just kind of, you know, like the cherry on top, guys. Not saying that everything at home is perfect, but you know, that's life. Life happens. Life isn't gonna be perfect. So yeah, I'm really going through it, but it's okay. I'm good. I'm not gonna say like I'm depressed or anything. I'm not depressed. Y'all don't have to worry about me, like, you know, like I'm okay. Like it's just some days are a lot harder than others, I can definitely say, but definitely praying about it. So we're getting through it. We're getting through it. Okay, so to kind of liven the mood, more on a life update. I am officially moving in May. Me and Jamin actually got approved for our very first apartment. I'm pretty sure we got approved, y'all. We keep calling these people and they have like everything going on to not send this like approval letter, I guess, but like their manager or whatever that needs to sign it has had surgery, couldn't be there to sign it, but they were like, yeah, y'all been approved since the 20th. Like every time we call, they're like, yeah, you're approved, yeah, you're approved. I'm just like, y'all please send the letter and just stop telling me verbally. Like I need the receipt to tell me that I'm approved before I start buying furniture. But that's super exciting though. So yes, we will be moving in May. Super exciting. We got approved for the very first one, y'all. The very first try, which is super good. I'm super grateful that we are able to do something like that because I've never moved like that before. I mean, Jamin's moved houses before, but I really haven't had to do that. I haven't really had to like adult for real. So I'm kind of scared, kind of excited to kind of figure out how to do things myself. So this is definitely about to be a new journey, a new chapter. I've never had to do stuff like that. Like, what do you mean you want me to pay bills? Like, what does that even mean? So, yes, that's another life update. For those of you, if this is your first time watching me, I did get engaged. For those of you who don't know, that is probably one of the bigger life updates too. That's exciting. Because y'all imagine having such happy things and such sad things going on. It's very conflicting, it is. But I'm glad I have something happy and exciting to look forward to. I'm super excited to be married. I'm so excited to be a fiance. Y'all, I don't have the ring on right now. I know I put it on. I'm at the house. I know I just put it on when I leave the house. If you're like, where's your ring? Where's your ring? It's in the room, I promise. But yeah, so we did get engaged. And if you haven't seen our proposal video, you definitely need to check it out. I'm going to put it somewhere in the card. It's gonna be somewhere up here, so you can definitely check it out. It's super cute, y'all. Y'all gonna love it. I'm excited to move. I'm excited for the moving vlogs. I'm excited for like the apartment tours because I personally like watching stuff like that. So I think it's gonna be fun to be like on the other side and producing the content like that. Like that's so exciting. I'm stoked. Like I'm on cloud 9 with that. So as well as being engaged, guys. That's super exciting too. So life is just like taking a turn. Honestly, it's like new beginnings. I have lots of new beginnings ahead of me. And yeah, I'm trying to think, is there any other things? Oh, I guess not. Well, there you have it, folks. Thank you so much for tuning into my TED Talk. I'm just playing. Y'all, thank you so much for listening to my sob story. Yes, there's like sadness, but there's also happiness involved in my journey right now as well. I'm gonna get through it. I know I'm gonna get through it. It's gonna be okay. I just miss her all the time. It's so weird not having my baby, but it's okay. She's in a better place. No more suffering for her. She gets to turn up in heaven, so I'm happy for her. But yeah, y'all, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for tuning in. As always, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. We are back on the grind. You're seeing this video, we're back on it. So we're back to posting every single Sunday. So y'all be sure to stay updated. Be sure to follow me on Instagram to see what I'm about to make shake over there as well. We're back on the grind. We're back on the grind. So we're good. So yeah, thank y'all so much. Hope y'all have a good day. And I'll see you in my next video.
Yeah, let me say brown skin girl, don't you know you're beautiful? Yeah, melanin just so instructable.